We talk a lot about hustle and career growth here at Auraone, but today I want to talk about the cost of staying in rooms where you aren't respected. For a long time, I thought I was the problem. I was in a job where the culture was toxic, bullied by colleagues, and worse, by the boss. You know that feeling when you walk into an office and the air just feels heavy? I escaped that job thinking I'd found a sanctuary, only to land in a new role where a new employee was hired and started the cycle all over again. I remember the moment I decided to resign, I looked at myself and said, I will not tolerate these kinds of people anymore. I walked away to protect my peace, but the damage was already simmering under the surface. My next move was actually intentional. I thought maybe working for a woman will be different. Maybe there will be more empathy, more shared understanding. I was wrong. This boss was a woman who clearly preferred the company of men and seemed to have a personal vendetta against the women on her team. She knew nothing about leadership. She only knew how to rule through ego. Amidst this chaos, the hopping from one toxic environment to another, the burnout began to take root. It didn't happen all at once. It was slow, agonizing buildup. It felt like my internal battery was not just empty, but corroded. Every email notification felt like a physical blow to my chest. Then came the physical symptoms no one tells you about. The anxiety didn't just live in my head anymore, it lived in my throat. I couldn't breathe. The insomnia was relentless. I'd literally stare at the ceiling for hours, replaying conversations, defending myself against ghosts. And it was on one terrifying moment, on a morning at work, where the uncontrollable tears out of nowhere started to flow from my eyes. And like death had knocked on my door, the panic attack hit so hard that I thought I was having a heart attack. I couldn't stop shaking. At 1 p.m., I found myself driving to the emergency room, sitting in a cold, fluorescent lit waiting room, and I realized I had pushed myself to the literal brink of death for people who didn't even know my middle name. On that ER bed, I made a silent, ironclad promise to myself: never again. I would never allow a person, a boss, or a situation to bite me like this again. And the thing is, the recovery wasn't about finding a perfect job. It was about changing how I interacted with the world. I had to develop what I call the art of detachment. Detachment isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about building a glass wall between your worth and your environment. I learned to look at toxic people and chaotic situations and say, that belongs to you, it doesn't belong to me. I stopped letting people's poor leadership or their insecurities enter my bloodstream. I realized that my energy is a currency and I was done spending it on people who are bankrupt. I learned that I can be in a situation without being off it. If you're currently in a job that makes you feel small, or if you're staring at the ceiling tonight unable to sleep, please listen to me. No paycheck is worth a visit to the hospital. No title is worth your sanity. Start practicing the art of detaching. Your peace is your power, and once you learn how to withdraw your spirit from toxic spaces, no one can ever truly touch you again. Thank you for joining me at Aura One. Take a deep breath today because you have absolutely earned it.